later tonight, a November snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move them?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On second down, Elliott. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Winston now to throw on first down. We'll find the rookie from Oklahoma, CeeDee Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. First down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. That's out to the left and complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Jameis again. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown out on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the red zone now, Winston. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He goes to Lamb again. This time he's got it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking, but that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, and they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. A Good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
29-yard attempt.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
41-yard line.
Following the interception, Winston eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too, and you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun again to Elliott. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A gain of
That's
3
about
on
what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
Complete to number 88.
CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
The kick is
And he
good.
puts it through.
Makes the score Cowboys 10, Vikings nothing. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
2nd down and 4. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside Gill. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The tackle made by...
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Tajae Sharpe, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Cowboys 10, Vikings 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
throw caught left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. First down, Winston. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First down, Dallas.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll throw again. Winston. And that's Elliott. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it second and short.
Brings up second and 1.
The give is to Elliott. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. A give to Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense.
And it's third down.
Again, it's Elliott. Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
play.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Abdullah to return. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They go play action. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson down. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. Puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
That's the score. Vikings 14. Cowboys 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Winston completing a quick throw out wide. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
A 3-yard gain.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Gain of 23 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
off the play fake. Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. Well, they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
First and 10.
He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Now Cook. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On now the former Cowboy kicker, Dan Bailey. On the left hash. Officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before, the kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of
23 yards, the final tally. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Working out of the gun, Winston. Flushed out right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
He's going to have the first down past the 20 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
Vikings. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And look at this. Get the turnover he needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter. What point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now it's the backup Prescott. That one completes. Elliott. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott, looking deep in the direction of Cooper. This is caught inside the 15. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. And even 50 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
The score, Cowboys 20, Vikings 17. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They run it again with Cook. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and 5. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 7 yards the pickup. 1st down, Dallas.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
10 yards.
Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Prescott to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott. Stepping up, he'll try and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
9-yard line.
Here's Prescott. This to Jarwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Elliott. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 41-yard line.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Dallas, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.